I just want to be known as a very normal person and be treated as that and be able to walk down the street like anyone else. Once something is a passion, the motivation is there. I didn't have statistics in my mind when I was racing. It was always a consequence, a nice consequence. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't the reason I was racing. The more precisely I can drive, the more I enjoy myself. You win a race, the next race it's a question mark. Are you still the best or not? That's what is funny. But that's what is interesting. And that's what is challenging. You have to prove yourself every time. When you're part of a community for 14 years, it inevitably shapes you. I will always have a part of Ferrari beside me. A part of my heart will always be red. I like to share my life and spend time with someone I love. That has worked 100% with my wife. I like working in a team, and at Ferrari there is always good cooperation. In sport, there is never any moment that is the same as the other. I will do everything I can to bring the number one to Ferrari. The whole team and all the fans deserve it. Your ups and downs in sports, I think they are as normal as daily life. One day you wake up and feel great. The next day you wake up and feel maybe less great. If you do things to the limit and don't purposely go over that limit, then I think it's fine to do whatever you want, so long as you enjoy it. That's what's important. Somehow I have managed to delay looking old. In reality, I have good genes. I hate to take compromises with a racing car. The more standard a car is, the more compromises you have to take. My kids are not known, and I think that is very important. So far they have lived a normal life, and will continue to do so. I feel they should have the possibility to live a free life without the burden of fame I have created. I always thought records were there to be broken. Those who have come into Formula One without experience in cars devoid of electronic aids will find it tough. To control 800 horsepower relying just on our muscles and foot sensitivity can turn out to be a dangerous exercise. I retired simply because I didn't have the passion and motivation anymore. I was tired. At the time I thought, well, I had a great time. There is the end. At some moment, there is the right time to call it an end. When you start out in a team, you have to get the teamwork going, and then you get something back. My time with Ferrari was wonderful. I have found friends and had experiences that I would not want to be without. I have what you might call the South Pole and the North Pole. I have my team and my work, which I do on one side, and I have my family and my home on the other side. Both have nothing really to do with each other. If you're lucky enough to be famous, then it's great if you can use your fame and the power your fame gives you to draw attention to things that really matter. I have been in Formula One for 12 years, and out of that I had 1 year with the perfect car. People get excited around me and behave differently than they would normally. I don't feel different from anyone else, except that I drive a racing car round in circles faster than somebody else. I'm not very comfortable with what people sometimes say or think about me, things I don't feel responsible for. In football, I need full concentration even though I really enjoy it. NASCAR will certainly not be one of my challenges in the future. I have to say it's been tough to leave the Ferrari family, which has been a big part of my career. If you look right from the beginning of the season, I've been very competitive. You try to hide your emotions so as not to show weaknesses to others. I believe it's the same for every sportsman. I have really enjoyed my time at Ferrari, not just because of the successes. You arrive at Formula One being very skeptical. How far can your talent deal with all this? And then you understand those guys are human and pretty reasonable, and finally succeeding in winning your first race in circumstances such. It was just an amazing moment. I have been a huge fan of America, as I find their way of life there is pretty unique, and I have enjoyed a lot of good times over there. The first thing, when I got the money, I knew I would support somebody, and the person I supported was my family, because we were really in debt with the money. And so I gave to my father this suitcase full of money, and he couldn't believe it, and that was something very special. I know what I am and what I have to do in my profession, so I can handle the pressure. It's the way I think.